Hi, hello, my name is Ezra. I will be your host for today, and welcome back to the channel. And every day, because this is a personal channel. Welcome back, or welcome to, I suppose. We're doing Phoenix Wright's Attorney. Again, we've come back. It always comes back to this. Which one is it? It's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Police department entrance. Move. What are we calling? We're trying to get to Edgeworth. Motherfucker still isn't here? Guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, sitting by the window. A teacup in his hand. Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times, ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the Charles farm? Well, I'm still the prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They give control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police, Grant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've only done what I believed is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. But I have some things to show you. Sorry. This, and I also want to show you Goodman's notes. Oh, right. I'd better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please do not look at me like that. I was asked to go, but Chief Grant, no less. In a second. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case dropped half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have been if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. Can I ask you what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make note of it. Unrelated evidence. Screwdriver had his stubborn noise. I told you there's nothing to do with the current case. Well, it does have something to do with the current case, though. This! I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. Sorry, there's music playing in the background, and it is so fucking loud. You're the man who revived the worst memory of my life. Okay. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Yep, that was certainly a thing. Okay, Edgeworth. Why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Talk to me. Allegations of forgery. The SL9 incident was a heinous... I was about to say highness. Anyway, heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time. Damon Grant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was a top officer, and this is my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was the deputy of chief police on the investigation. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. But my sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Lumino testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints! It's been chemical treated for adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks? How about giving these to Gumshoe as well? Fingerprint set and fingerprint file received. Let's go! Thank you so much, evidence. Thank you so much, evidence. I'm tired today, sorry. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. That was the evidence room. Ooh. Guard station. Evidence room time. Investigation turned out a suspicious handprint. Here, in this spot on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. There's a faint feeling for that. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger lays behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose a finger that will left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. I can. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Ugh. Sorry, I have earrings on and they're bothering my ears now, so I've taken them off. Okay. Let me show you how it's done. I started to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With enter. See? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. Aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With E! Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on the birthday cake. So I assume in the in the original DS game you just blew into the mic, yeah? Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I better give it a try. Nice and heavy. Aha! You did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Look at the location closely. There's a faint one right here. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. A fingerprint outside the blood. You can just hear me clicking rapidly. Alright. That should be good. And, yep. Found one. Sorry. This is just, should be all. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Usually is. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point to the person you think has left those prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? Guess I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably didn't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints was most likely found on this evidence locker? This is Gumshoe's locker, isn't it? Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. It is his locker. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me the so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there's one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Let's go. Let's go. Slide to the left. This is where we got the limo for action, right? Right! There's a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? There go her eyes sparkling again. Check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I had to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it after using the chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? No. So here's the thing. They could have left new prints. Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints on the other ones that I've already found. Figure it out. Just If you just hear an insane amount of clicking, don't worry about it. That's a lot of dust. Found it. Yep. That looks a pretty good match. First try. Hey, these fingerprints, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? Yes. It's Officer Marshall. Officer Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminary reaction, the blood, and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints. On a wiped bloodstain. But why would Officer Marshall... It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you would call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Why are we dragging a 16-year-old around with us again? Oh! That was the end. Woo! Yes. Depending on how long we have been recording, it's been 18 minutes. We can go for a little longer. No. We'll end this here. Because I don't want to mess up how I do this, which is each part of a case gets split up into 1 or 2 parts, because depending on how sometimes trials go on long, okay? This is like the 5th fucking part for Rise from the Ashes, sorry. So that's all I have for you today. I will see you all next time, where hopefully we end this gosh darn case. Hold on. Checking. We will not be ending this gosh darn case next time. There's a day after. Well, until then, goodbye.